Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make a switch for animation, turning it on and off, kind of like a toggle switch for animation. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at freeadobeflashtutorials@gmail.com. If you want to check out some other Flash tutorial websites or learn some more about Flash, make sure to check out my website at freeadobeflashtutorials.com. Alright, let's make a toggle switch for animation. First of all, we need to animate a sequence. In order to do so, I'm just going to make a simple shape tween. So let's make a shape. I'm going to select the shape and make it a movie clip by pressing F8. Inside the movie clip, I'm going to make my sequence. I'll insert a blank frame here. Let's say we want to create our shape tween. So we have our sequence. Now out on our top layer, we're going to call this layer animation. We're also going to call this movie clip animation_MC for movie clip. Now we want to make a couple of new layers. First of all, let's make a layer for our action script. I'm going to label it action, put it at the bottom, and lock it so we don't put anything on there on accident. And I'm going to make another layer for my button. And to construct my button, I'm going to go to my rectangle primitive tool. I'm going to take my rectangle tool and also turn it into a movie clip by pressing F8. Inside this movie clip, I'm going to make 2 frames. So I'm going to press Alt and stretch it over to the second frame, which will copy and paste it automatically. And on my first frame, I'm going to label this play animation. So when a user clicks on this button, the animation will play. Let's line these up. And on our second frame, we're going to write stop animation. Just like that. And we're going to name this movie clip button MC. So if we test our movie right now, these 2 movie clips are just going to repeat. Let's go down to our actions layer and open up our actions frame, our palette. First of all, first thing we need to do is turn those animations off. So we'll call on animation _MC and tell it to stop. Open and close parenthesis. Next, we're going to do the same thing with our button. Call on button MC, stop. So if we were to test our movie now, both of those movie clips would stop on their very first frame. Next, we want to turn our button into something that we can press. So to do that, we'll call on button _MC and set it to onPress equals function, open and close parenthesis, and then open and close bracket. Inside that bracket, we'll tell the computer what to do, or the Flash component what to do when you press on the button. And so we want to basically, when you press on the button, that the animation will play, and that our button MC will go onto its second frame. And so to do so, we're going to write an if statement. So we're going to start by saying if, and start open parenthesis, and this comes our condition. So it's going to check to see if a condition. And we're going to say button if button _MC period _ current frame, is equal to 1, which is 2 equal signs, then comes in our brackets. This, meaning button MC, go to and stop on frame 2. And animation MC play. That will basically check and see which frame the button is already on. And if the button is on frame 1, we want the button to go to frame 2 and our animated sequence to play. Make sure that is in its own curly brackets. Okay, now if it's already on frame, if it's already on frame 2, which means else, or if it's on any other frame, we want it to perform a different action. We want it to go to and stop on frame 1. And our animation to stop. And we'll close that bracket. So first we have our animated sequences stopping, and then when you press on the button MC, it's going to check to see which frame to see, if it's on frame 1, if our button MC is on frame 1, it's going to go to frame 2 and it's going to play our sequence. If it's not on frame 1, it will go to frame 1, or if it's on frame 2, rather, then it'll go to frame 1 and it'll stop our sequence. Let's test our movie. Okay, first of all, both of them are stopping. That's good. And when you press down, it goes to frame 2 inside of our button MC. And our animated sequence plays. Now if it's on frame 2 and you press it, button MC will go back to frame 1 and our animation will stop. Kind of like a toggle switch. And if you wanted this sequence to stop at the end, all you'd have to do is put in an actions, a little thing that says stop on the last frame of this animated sequence. So there you have it. Toggle switch for animation. If you have any questions or comments on this, please feel free to email me at freeadobeflashtutorials@gmail.com. And if you have any questions, or if you want to learn more or find some other great sites, check out my website at freeadobeflashtutorials.com. Thank you very much.